Hey, everybody, this is Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL East, Chad Green grabbed his second win of the year, leading the Dodgers to victory over Washington 4-3. The Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals combined for 10 hits as a team as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 3-2. The Braves allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 6-1. The New York Mets racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 7-6. The Orioles sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the visiting Marlins 11-3. The Minnesota Twins put together 10 total hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-2. The Rockies starting pitcher, number 20, got his first career win, leading the Rockies to a win against the Diamondbacks 5-4. The San Francisco Giants went deep 4 times as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 8-7. The Bo Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-1. The Bronx Bombers got 12 hits in this one as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 8-5. The Blue Jays combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 7-5. The Cincinnati Reds hit 3 long balls as they beat the White Sox on the south side 7-5. The Guardians totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Angels 7-0. The Oakland Athletics held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-0. Eloy Jimenez drove in 4 and had a home run, helping lead the Rangers past Kansas City 5-4. The Houston Astros pounded out 17 hits in this one as they got the best of the Mariners 6-4. So that's the show on this Mother's Day. Have a great day with Mom, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for more news and results from around baseball. It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Los Angeles Dodgers combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 2-1. Heading into the day, the Dodgers are leading the National League West, while the Nationals are in 4th place in the NL East. Austin Riley grabbed 3 runs driven in as Atlanta downed the Phillies 5-4. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. At the start of the day, the Braves sit in 1st place in the National League East division, while the Phillies are 2nd in the division. The Milwaukee Brewers put up 16 hits on the day as they manhandled the Mets 13-4. As of today, the Mets sit in 3rd place in the National League East division, while the Brewers are in 1st place in the NL Central. The Baltimore Orioles finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-3. Entering the day's action, the Orioles sit in 3rd place in the American League East division, while the Marlins are in last place in the NL East. The Pittsburgh Pirates grabbed 13 hits in the game as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Twins 8-7. In the standings, the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central, while the Twins sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. Lucas Gilbreth won his first game of the season, leading the Rockies to a win against the Diamondbacks 2-1. At the start of the day, the Rockies are in 4th place in the NL West, and the Diamondbacks are at the bottom of the division. The Giants launched 3 home runs as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-3. Heading into the day, the Padres are atop the NL West, while the Giants are atop the division. The Cardinals allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Red Sox on the road 7-2. As of today, the Red Sox sit in last place in the American League East division, while the Cardinals sit in 3rd place in the National League Central division. The New York Yankees pounded out 17 hits in this one as they crushed the Cubs 10-3. Entering the day's action, the Yankees are in 2nd place in the AL East, while the Cubs sit in 2nd place in the National League Central. The Toronto Blue Jays knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-2. As of right now, the Rays are atop the American League East division, while the Blue Jays are 4th in the division. The White Sox combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 6-5. Heading into the day, the White Sox are in 4th place in the AL Central, and the Reds sit in 4th place in the National League Central division. The Cleveland Guardians had 12 hits as a team as they destroyed the Angels 10-0. In the standings, the Guardians are leading the American League Central division, while the Angels are leading the AL West. The A's pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the Tigers in extra innings 1-0. Entering the day's action, the Tigers are in 2nd place in the AL Central, while the Athletics are in last place in the AL West. The Texas Rangers completed a 3-game series sweep as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-3. As of today, the Royals sit in last place in the American League Central division, and the Rangers are in 2nd place in the AL West. Dansby Swanson smacked a home run and drove in 3 as the Mariners downed Houston 9-1. As of right now, the Mariners sit in 3rd place in the American It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Reds put up 16 hits on the day as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-2. Johnny Fontenot had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Braves took care of Kansas City 13-2. It was their 5th straight victory. Sandy Alcantara got the win, his 6th so far this year, helping the Marlins push past the Rangers 5-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Phillies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the visiting Tigers 3-1. The Metropolitans combined for a 4-hitter as they got a road win against Arizona 11-1. Tarek Skubal grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, as the Friars bested the Cubs 3-1. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. The Tampa Bay Rays amassed 14 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 12-3. Domingo Germán earned the 3rd W of his season, leading St. Louis to a win over the Rockies 4-0. The San Francisco Giants knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 7-5. The Blue Jays got 12 hits in this one as they sank the visiting Buccos 5-2. The Bo Sox sent 3 balls into the seats as they blew out Baltimore 8-1. The Guardians starting pitcher, number 89, got his 2nd W of the season, helping the Guardians to the W over the Twins 6-5. The Astros hit 3 long balls as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 6-4. The Seattle Mariners swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 7-6. Brendan McKay earned the win, his 4th this season, helping lead the A's to the win over the White Sox 4-1. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball. Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals combined to allow only 4 hits as they toppled the Rockies 6-0. Luis Severino grabbed win number 6 on the year as Atlanta got the win against San Francisco 4-3. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The San Diego Padres got 11 hits overall as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-6. It was their 7th win in a row. Zach Veen was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs, leading the Reds over the Phillies 6-3. He is among the NL leaders in triples. The New York Mets launched 3 home runs as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Miami Marlins combined to give up just 5 hits. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, the Nationals allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Fish in Miami 2-0. The Atlanta Braves put together 10 total hits as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 6-5. The Oakland Athletics pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets 2-1. Evan White had 3 hits in the contest as the Boys in Blue took down the Fightin' Phils 5-3. The Cincinnati Reds totaled 11 hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home 5-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Diamondbacks held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 1-0. Miguel Castro collected win number 2 on the year as the Yankees got past the Rockies 5-4. The Rays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 1-0. It was their 5th straight victory. The Padres swatted 4 home runs in this one as they blew out the Jays 12-2. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. Jose Altuve launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, leading the Astros to a win over the Red Sox 10-3. The Chicago White Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-3. The Chicago Cubs knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 4-2. Randy Arozarena was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, leading Cleveland past the Royals 10-3. They now have 5 straight wins. The Mariners combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Angels 9-8. The Rangers only allowed 2 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 2-1. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting out west in the American League, the Marlins got 11 hits overall as they nabbed the win again. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals went deep 4 times as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 5-4. Trent Grisham had a big fly with 5 driven in, helping lead the Mets past the Giants 8-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers put up 16 hits on the day as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 9-8. The New York Yankees pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home 2-0. Matt Manning won his 4th game thus far, helping lead the Orioles over the Pirates 3-0. The White Sox combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the visiting Tigers 2-0. The Halos sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 10-6. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Braves totaled 11 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 4-2. Logan Gilbert got the win in the game and pitched into the ninth inning, not allowing any runs, as Seattle pushed past the Mets 6-0. The Baltimore Orioles combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 3-2. The Miami Marlins allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 6-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates put together 10 total hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 3-2. The St. Louis Cardinals picked up 14 hits in total as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-3. The Arizona Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-3. The Rays racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 8-5. Josh Naylor drove home 3 runs, helping Cincinnati get a victory over the Giants 6-4. The Toronto Blue Jays smacked 15 team hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 9-2. The Tigers shortstop, number 77, collected a total of 4 hits in the game, leading the Tigers to the win over the White Sox 4-3. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. Bryce Harper added 3 RBIs to his total as the Royals got the victory over the Guardians 7-6. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. Drew Mendoza had a home run and 3 RBIs as the Twins took care of the Dodgers 7-3. The Texas Rangers hit 3 long balls as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 6-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim amassed 14 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 8-5. That's all for today's show. Welcome everyone to this Memorial Day edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Atlanta Braves held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 2-0. Heading into the day, the Braves are atop the National League East division, and the Nationals are 3rd in the division. The Mariners allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 5-2. Entering the day's action, the Mets sit in 2nd place in the National League East division and the Mariners sit in second place in the American League West. The Philadelphia Phillies had 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 7-4. In the standings, the Phillies are in third place in the NL East, and the Orioles sit in second place in the American League East Division. The Marlins earned the 3-game series sweep as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-1. As of today, the Rockies sit in fourth place in the National League West, and the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East. The Brewers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 4-1. As of right now, the Brewers are atop the NL Central, and the Pirates are at the bottom of the division. The Cardinals got 12 hits in this one as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 7-3. At the start of the day, the Cardinals are in third place in the NL Central, and the Cubs are fourth in the division. Rafael Devers was a major force at Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting off in the National League East, the Royals' third baseman, number 82, had a total of 6 base hits, helping lead Kansas City over the Nationals 11-3. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The Metropolitans combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 1-0. The Pirates had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed an extra innings win over the Brewers 5-4. The Seattle Mariners knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 8-3. The Giants center fielder, number 2, collected a total of 4 driven in, leading San Francisco over Cincinnati 6-3. The Blue Jays combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 3-1. Manuel Margot was unconscious at the dish, driving in 9 runs, helping the Orioles defeat the Angels 14-5. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. Luis Castillo grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, as the Cubs pushed past the Astros 3-1. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Colorado Rockies got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 3-2. Sean Manaea grabbed his second win of the year, leading Philadelphia to victory over the Marlins 5-4. The San Diego Padres finished off a 3-game sweep as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 5-2. The Boston Red Sox totaled 11 hits as they plundered the Pirates 8-1. Randy Dobnik got his third win this season as the Diamondbacks got the victory against the Dodgers 2-0. The Angels got 11 hits overall as they beat the O's in Baltimore 5-4. The Cleveland Guardians picked up 14 hits in total as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 8-6. The Chicago White Sox combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-6. Bo Torres was a major force at the plate, driving in 4, helping lead the Tigers to the win over the Yankees 8-5. He is in the top 5 in the American League in stolen bases. The A's starting pitcher, number 41, earned the win, his 4th this season, as the Athletics took care of the Reds 5-1. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, the Padres totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-2. In other Nationals news, starting pitcher Ranger Suarez is currently listed as day-to-day. He's dealing with a strained bicep muscle. The Guardians starting pitcher, number 89, earned his 4th win out of the bullpen as Cleveland took down the Mets 3-2. The Marlins first baseman, number 9, plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies as the Marlins took care of Atlanta 7-1. Nick Whitgren collected win number 3 this year as the Cardinals defeated the Phillies 4-3. The Cubs combined to allow only 4 hits as they stomped the Brewers 10-2. The Mariners knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 4-3. The Diamondbacks put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 7-4. Luis Robert plated 3 runs on the day as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 5-3. He is currently among the NL leaders in batting average. The Twins broke up their 5-game losing skid as they took down the Red Sox on the road 4-3. Shane McClanahan grabbed win number 9 this year, helping lead the Rays to a win over the Yankees 6-4. It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Padres 8-1. Heading into the day, the Nationals sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, and the Padres are in 1st place in the NL West. The Guardians' starting pitcher, number 48, collected his 8th win overall as Cleveland took down the Mets 2-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Entering the day's action, the Guardians are leading the Central Division, and the Mets are in 2nd place in the NL East. The Miami Marlins combined for over a mind-boggling 20 hits as they pulverized the Braves 13-4. As of right now, the Marlins sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division, and the Braves Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting off in the National League East, the Rockies combined for 4 total home runs as Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Looking first at the NL East, the Washington Nationals combined to give up just 5 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-0. The Miami Marlins swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Seattle Mariners swatted 4 home runs in this one as they bested the visiting Nats 5-1. The New York Mets halted their 6-game losing streak as they nabbed an extra innings win over the Braves 6-5. Trevor Rogers got the W and now has 5 this year, leading the Fish to a win over the Dodgers 4-2. The Chicago Cubs totaled 11 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 7-3. The Reds combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Red Sox 9-6. Quinn Priester earned his 6th win out of the pen as the Pirates were winners over the Cardinals 5-4. The Colorado Rockies grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Tigers 8-5. The San Diego Padres pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 6-2. The Toronto Blue Jays got 11 hits overall as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-3. Eli White grabbed 3 runs driven in, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Rays 5-2. The White Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 1-0. Chris Bubich won his 4th game thus far, leading the Twins to the win over the A's 7-3. The Houston Astros knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-4. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. Drew Rasmussen pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season, leading the Halos past the Brewers 6-2. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Cleveland Guardians smacked 15 team hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 5-1. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the AL West, the Philadelphia Phillies hit 3 long balls as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 8-3. Jose Urquidy grabbed win number 9 this year, leading the Braves past the Cubs 7-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Orioles had 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-2. William Contreras grabbed 3 base knocks as Milwaukee took one from the Dodgers 4-3. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. Tanner Reyes got the win number 7 thus far, helping the Rockies get past the Buccos 5-3. The St. Louis Cardinals amassed 14 hits in the game as they ran over the Reds 8-0. The Giants put together 10 total hits as they were winners in extras against the Diamondbacks 7-3. O'Neal Cruz was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Yankees got the win over the White Sox 11-5. He is currently among the RBI leaders in the American League. The Guardians combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the home victory against the Astros 5-3. The Kansas City Royals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they pulverized the Twins 6-0. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL East, the Phillies picked up 14 hits in total as they pulled away from the Nationals 11-3. The win was their 5th straight as a team. A very happy Father's Day to all you dads out there from us at Inside the Show. Here's what happened around the league on Saturday. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals amassed 14 hits in the game as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 8-1. Nolan Gorman drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs as St. Louis bested the Mets 5-1. He leads the entire National League in runs batted in. Austin Meadows smacked a home run and drove in 3 as Miami took down the Brewers 9-4. The Atlanta Braves held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-0. The Cubs racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 4-2. The Rockies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 12-1. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The Dodgers combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-0. Avery Weems got his 6th win of the year out of the bullpen as the Padres took care of the Angels 4-2. The Red Sox left fielder, number 30, was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs, leading Boston to the win over the Rangers 3-1. Patrick Sandoval pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as the Rays took down the Astros 2-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Minnesota Twins swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they blew out the Jays 9-1. The Mariners totaled 13 hits as a team as they blew out Baltimore 8-2. The Guardians sent 3 balls into the seats as they pummeled the Yankees 18-1. The Pittsburgh Pirates snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-2. The Royals put together 10 total hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 5-1. It was their 5th straight victory. So that's all we've got for our Father's Day edition. Hopefully you're headed to the ballpark with Dad or at least going out to have a catch with the old man. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-2. The Mets combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 3-0. John Means picked up win number 8 this year, helping Atlanta to a win over Texas 3-2. The Marlins smacked 15 team hits as they dismantled the White Sox 11-4. Connor Brogdon grabbed his 4th victory out of the pen as the Fightin' Phils took care of the Pirates 4-3. The Chicago Cubs combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 2-0. The Cardinals got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the visiting Giants 9-8. The Colorado Rockies totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 6-3. The Los Angeles Dodgers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Padres 4-0. Danny Jansen was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs, leading the way for the Bo Sox over the Brewers 7-6. Tyler Wells collected his 5th win in relief as the Orioles took care of the Diamondbacks 5-3. The Detroit Tigers combined for a Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Looking first at the NL East, Graham Ashcraft collected his 8th win in relief as Cincinnati got the best of the Nationals 1-0. The Yanks launched 3 home runs as they manhandled the Mets 12-5. The Rangers got 11 hits overall as they beat the Braves in walk-off fashion 5-4. Trevor Rogers earned win number 7 this season, leading the Fish to a win over the White Sox 3-1. The Buccos hit 3 long balls as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 8-5. The Cubbies combined for 4 total home runs as they destroyed the Angels 11-1. The San Francisco Giants sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Cardinals on the road 10-8. Bobby Dahlbeck drove home 3 runs as Colorado took care of Toronto 4-1. Tyler Stevenson really cashed in at the dish with 3 hits and 6 RBIs as San Diego beat the Dodgers 11-7. He is currently among the NL leaders in batting average. The Milwaukee Brewers held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 3-0. The Arizona Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the O's in Baltimore 2-1. The Tigers picked up 14 hits in total as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 9-5. Willie Adames launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Stros disposed of the Royals 18-8. The Cleveland Guardians only allowed 2 hits in the game as they defeated the A's in Oakland 7-1. They now have 5 straight wins. Luis Urias plated 5 on the day with 2. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Cincinnati Reds racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 8-6. The Yankees launched 3 home runs as they got the best of the visiting Mets 4-1. The Buccos held their opponent to just 2 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 3-1. The Cubs brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-1. The Giants total. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting off in the National League East, the Braves combined for 10 hits as a team as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Nationals 8-6. The Miami Marlins knocked out 10 hits as a team as they manhandled the Mets 7-0. The Diamondbacks combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 5-3. Luis Garcia got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run as the Rays defeated the Cubs 5-2. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Reds put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Tigers 8-7. The San Francisco Giants amassed 14 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-2. The St. Louis Cardinals combined for 10 hits as a team as they walked off to the extra inning win over the Pirates 3-2. The Royals shortstop, number 94, swung the bat well with 3 hits, leading the Royals past the Dodgers 5-3. The Chicago White Sox pounded out 17 hits in this one as they took down the Red Sox on the road 9-5. The Bronx Bombers went deep 4 times as they beat the O's in Baltimore 9-7. The Twins The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Luis Severino grabbed. Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the American League Central, the Detroit Tigers only allowed 2 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-1. The Atlanta Braves smacked 15 team hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home 11-3. The Chicago Cubs Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the NL East, Luis Garcia was unconscious at the dish, driving in 9 runs as the Nationals got the best of the Blue Jays 11-3. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The Marlins held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 3-2. Michael Harris had 2 triples in the game, leading the Braves past the Brewers 5-4. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. Randall Gerard added 3 RBIs to his total, helping lead the Cubbies to a victory over the Mets 4-3. The Philadelphia Phillies hit 3 long balls as they toppled the Rockies 12-6. The Cincinnati Reds amassed an impressive 6 home runs in the game as they plundered the Pirates 11-3. They're on a roll with 8 straight victories. The Texas Rangers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, Yimi Garcia earned the 3rd W of his season as Toronto took care of the Nationals 5-4. The Braves allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best. The first-year player draft is only a day away. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Pablo Lopez won the game, finishing a complete game one-hitter, leading Washington to a win against the Mets, 4-0. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. The Miami Marlins got 11 hits overall as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto, 5-0. The Atlanta Braves combined for a 4-hitter as they got the home victory against the Astros, 4-2. Caleb Ferguson had his first victory of the year as San Francisco took care of Philadelphia, 4-3. Juan Soto drove in 3, leading the Brewers to victory over the Pirates, 7-1. He is currently the National League leader in batting average. Bryce Jarvis grabbed win number 6 on the year as the Diamondbacks got the victory against the Dodgers, 3-2. The Rockies put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds, 4-2. Nabil Crismatt earned his first victory of the season as San Diego beat the Athletics, 4-3. They now have 6 straight victories. The Reds combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg, 5-1. The Seattle Mariners combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx, 5-2. Julio Rivera grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, leading the White Sox to the win over the Red Sox, 6-5. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. The Guardians totaled 11 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs, 5-4. The Minnesota Twins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they cruised to the win against the Tigers, 7-1. J.P. Feyereisen got his 3rd win this season as the Orioles took care of the Royals, 4-2. The Rangers got 12 hits in this one as they got the victory in extras against the Angels, 7-5. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Mm-hmm.